take you down, Randy. All right.
My bad.
See you later. I knew immediately when I heard all that noise over there. Sure didn't mean to come up. CJ in the building. Where the rest of the mods at, man? Where the rest of the mods at? CJ, you the only mod here? All right, people, what questions do we have? What questions do we have? A little tired tonight. Trying to get your son to bed. It sounds like he's fighting you. Win the venue, bro. Go ahead and do a little lap real quick. Do a little lap. All right, people, what questions do we have now? What questions do we have? Questions about dating and relationships. This is not for matchmaking, okay? No matchmaking. Questions about dating and relationships. All right? You can drop your question in the chat. You can also call in, preferably. That's how you get the highest quality answers out of me. What signs of a down low man? I don't know. I would say any kind of sneaky behavior is questionable. Changes in routine. People don't get like the biggest like indicator of some foul shit going on is people switching their behavior up. I was telling the client that recently who was going through his girl's phone. I just made a video today about like why you shouldn't go through phones. He was going through his girl's phone. I'm like, bro, just look at the behavior. The behavior will tell you a lot, especially when the behavior switches up. When the behavior switches up, it's like, I don't know about that. Something's going on. They acting different. Why they acting different? Been together for 4 years. You never acted like that. What's going on? Right? Behavior is that's the signal. You said the private screen protector was sus. I was saying that in jest. I wouldn't go crazy off of a private screen protector. A lot of people get those for a multitude of different reasons. It doesn't guarantee anything. Doesn't guarantee anything. I do because I use the train. Right. A lot of people get privacy protectors. That's not an admission of guilt. But I don't like the curve. I don't like that. I don't like the twist. We're not in this bitch doing a twist. I don't like when they doing a twist. I don't like that. When they start, tilting the phone ever so slightly, so it's like it's imperceptible to you. Not even that you're looking at it. What's up, Kiana? Not even if you're like, you just notice the shit. You just notice it. You know what I mean? You see someone doing a twist, it's like, you gotta get out of there. It's always sneaky. Let's see, do we got a caller? I don't know who this is. Let's try it out. Yo. Hello? Can you tell that person froze when I brought them up? Why y'all so scary, man? That shit is annoying. Oh, I can't handle it. Just be like, sorry, didn't mean to come up. So I'm gonna freeze. I'm just gonna freeze and maybe. But yeah, the twist is that's a red flag. The twist is the red flag. When they start curving, like so you can't see anything. The live was crazy today. So many people in the live. Yeah, we had 1,300 people in the live this afternoon. Like, we held a good 13K. I mean, 1,300. 1.3K. Matt's girlfriend left me. Hold on. No, the guy who ran it, he didn't cause that many people to leave. It's just lunchtime was over for a lot of people. Matt's girlfriend left me undelivered for 3 weeks. Do I unsend the text or I won't deliver or leave it? Why would you unsend them? They should already read them. You mean like her read receipts are on and it just said delivered? What is your goal? If you were to do that, what goal are you trying to achieve? You know? What's up, Ariana? Yeah, you don't know, right? So that's what we have to do. We gotta get you thinking. Think, Mark. Think, Mark. Right? We gotta get you thinking. You don't have a goal in mind. So that tells me that you're being reactive. That's how you lose. That's how you lose. Being reactive is how you lose. You gotta always be thoughtful. You need to know what goal you're trying to achieve. Right? Make better decisions that way. But yeah, she likely already knows that you tested her, so unsending them doesn't accomplish anything. It just makes you look like over invested and insecure. You know? Who needs that? Just stand 10 toes down on what you said. What did you say? I'm curious. What message did you send her? What's the context? What situation are y'all in? Did she break up with you? Like, what's going on? Yo,
Yo,
what's up, man?
you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up, man? I was watching it earlier. Barely seen your channel today.
Right.
I'm not sure if you're talking about the same subject, but I had a question for you.
Sure. What's going on?
So, long story short, I'm in a relationship, or I've been in a relationship for 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 kids with my kid's mom. To get straight to the point, I mean, in that time, I've cheated. I reached to a certain point where I realized I messed up. So I'm trying to do the best I can in every position. So now that she doesn't have the same feelings for me, and I'm trying my best to prove of everything I messed up in between our relationship, my question is, what can I do, or what should I do to be able to get those feelings back? Because I don't want to let go of 16 years plus 3 kids. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if you're understanding me. My bad. I'm not used to going on live like this.
I can hear you. Okay. So you've been married for 16 years. You cheated how long ago?
I cheated. Last time I cheated was in 2022. So as of now, I got like 3 years pretty much being on a straight, clean road, not messing up. I'm not going to lie, I do have, I don't know how to control my anger. I do get jealous. Obviously, all that is due to the fact that of my past, what I did towards my my girlfriend. I've been with her since I was in high school, so I mean, she hasn't done anything to me. She hasn't tried to pretty much pay me back with the same thing. It's just like till this day we're still together. Like today, I had a conversation with her. Like, what are my pros and cons? How can I fix this? Her main thing is I can't forget about the past. I can't force nobody to do what they don't want to do, which I understand that, but I'm still willing to fight to stick together. And I grew up without a father. I know it's possible to grow up without a father, but I don't want to teach my kids that. And I want to actually be there for them and actually fix my family. So I feel like I'm putting too much pressure on her constantly, mostly every other day, asking her about what are your plans? What do you think? How can I fix it? So I'm pretty sure I annoyed her already. So she's pretty annoyed. So I'm stuck. I mean, I ask God every day, give me a sign, give me some type of help. I mean, in any way you can.
Okay.
So
So you said the last time you cheated was in 2022. So you cheated multiple times,
multiple times, yes.
and she knows about all those multiple times.
Yes.
Why were you cheating?
I mean, I'm not saying there's a right, but I'm guessing I was young and dumb. So right now I'm 30. When all that was happening, I mean, it's recent. I just felt like I was in the time where like I was in my 20s. Not saying that that's correct, any of that, but I was just busy. I mean, I was just making money left to right, working day and night. Um, I mean, making up excuses like I got work, which I did have work, but I mean, at the same time, I was doing my thing, which was cheating. So it was just like my mind was so busy and constantly thinking about multiple things, um, while I was cheating, while I was at work, like trying to get money, trying to hang out. So I just put my family to the side where it was like, I gotta go to work, or I gotta go hang out with the guys, or um, I was just looking for attention somewhere else when I had it at home. And I felt like the attention the other females were giving me is what made me feel like if I was in a relationship again. So I guess like I was just looking for a new relationship, the feeling of a new relationship, or the feeling of being in a relationship fresh. I mean, the feelings there, going out, hanging out, being there for one another. I mean, constantly communicating all day, but most of the day. So that's pretty much, at least that's all I could think of. I mean, I was just looking for attention, and apparently now that she's finally realized, like, hey, you did this, you did that, you prefer this, and you prefer that. Well, now it's a little difficult for me to just be here for you with the same feelings.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say fix it, what does fix it mean in your relationship?
What does fix it mean?
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, bring the spark back, bring the feelings back. I mean, I know I have 3 kids, so I know the full attention is not going to be on me. But also, I'm not trying to be on the back burner. Like, hey, you know what? Come around. Like, very rare. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, just bring the feeling back. I mean, of wanting to be together, one with another, actually wanting to build each other up, I mean, live together, I mean, just like a regular, normal relationship as a family, be together, live together, build each other up, and
Okay.
be
So
there
what
emotionally.
what specifically is missing? Like what behaviorally, what is your girl doing that what is she not doing that you want her to do?
Okay, so the big thing that she's doing is, like, for example, I come home one day and I get home. I go to my room. So she'll get home like sort of at the same time. She'll go to the living room. I'll be in my room. So pretty much what she'll try to avoid is contact, communication. Like she'll be on her phone, and then I'll be sitting here like just looking at her like damn, is this how it's gonna be? Like my thing is, I try to ask for attention, and every time I try to ask for attention, it's just like it feels like I'm asking too much. So she'll get irritated and be like, "Well, I'm already here. Like we already live together. Like my presence is here. Like what else do you want me to do?" So that's her part.
Mm, okay. And when did you notice that shift?
That shift, I noticed it probably, probably like in the middle of last year. And then finally she just broke out and like, you know what, this is how I feel. This is how I'm feeling towards you. I don't want to hide it against you. I just want you to know how I feel.
And what did she say?
What does she mean by that?
What did she say when she said, "This is how I feel towards you"? Specifically, what
I
did she
mean,
say to you?
she just feels like the love's gone. I mean, she feels like she doesn't need my attention. She doesn't need my company. Um, I mean, it's just difficult for her, I guess, to just change the page and start all over again.
Okay. Why do you think she hasn't left?
Um, I mean, me personally, I think she probably has. I mean, maybe I don't know, man. I mean, to be honest with you, have no clue, but maybe possibly a chance. I mean, maybe a miracle. Um, yeah,
Yeah, brother. Let me be honest with you. You might have to schedule a coaching call. Because this is a deeper issue than I can handle on live. You know what to do. This icon
yeah,
right here. Hit that button below. Shoot me a message. I'll send you the link. But this is going to require surgery, if it's even possible.
yeah.
I can give you your best chance, but Shorty's out of there. She's gone because she didn't. You told I asked you when this behavior changed, and you said last year. That was 2025. You cheated last in 2022, right? So
Right.
it would be one thing if this was a direct reaction to you cheating, meaning like the moment you cheated, then she acted this way. She had years.
Yeah,
Took
yeah.
years for her to switch. That means she's fully detached. When a woman no longer wants your attention, you are in the danger zone. If she hasn't already left you mentally already, right? That's the worst place you can be when she no longer wants your attention. It's the worst place you can be. If she's like fighting with you and like is being like pissy but still is like trying to engage, that's workable. It ain't really workable when they don't want your attention anymore, especially if it is on the back end of like infidelity. So
Yeah.
there's things you can do to give that I can give you your best shot, but odds are low. She's probably only with you because she can't be by herself right now for whatever reason. Um, you see, y'all been together since high school. She's probably been dependent on you for this time. She probably really isn't independent herself. So she needs you, but it's low odds, brother. Cause like I always talk about the two sides of attraction, which is spark and safety. Spark is
Yeah.
desire. Safety is like what the name implies. But that applies to attraction, but it also applies to relationships. So when relationships are failing, normally it's on the spark axis or the safety axis. Sometimes it's a mix of both. Yours is a mix of both. You safety is on life support. Spark is Lazarus. I don't know if I can raise him from the dead. If you say that she does not want your attention now, she looks at you trying to spend time with her as annoying to where she's like rolling her eyes and like sighing. Brother, that's hard to come
Well,
back
it's,
from.
well, it's not like rolling her eyes. I mean, she don't get me wrong. She'll I mean, she'll go out with me to go get some coffee or go out to the store. Like right now, she's like, "Hey, you want to go with me to the store?" Like I mean, that's there. It's just when I constantly ask for attention.
Okay, that's a little bit more
You know?
workable. If she is spending
Yeah.
some time with you, it's more workable. Schedule your call, bro. If it's really that
All
important to you,
right.
schedule your call, and I'll work with you to try to get this on the right track. But I'm gonna have to ask you so many more questions. I can't do it in this live. Okay.
Yeah, it'll just take a while. Yeah, I understand.
All right, brother.
All good. I appreciate you.
All right.
Thank
Talk
you.
soon, man.
Bye, man.
Okay. Good to see that she is spending some time with him because the way he made it sound before was like Shorty didn't want to be around him, and it's like, when she doesn't want your attention, it's a spark issue, right? Because women like attention, so when she doesn't want yours anymore, that's a spark issue, right? The thing that's saving him right now is the fact that they are high school sweethearts. That's what's saving him. She don't have a frame of reference of anybody else. Hopefully he does the coaching call. You'll be surprised. There's been guys up here in those type of situations, and they'll DM me, and I'll send them the link for the coaching call, and they don't get it. And I'm like, this shit ain't that expensive, bro. How important is this shit to you? How important is this stuff to you? All right, who's next? If he's cheating, he don't love her. It's not that simple, Cammy. Way more complicated than that. Both need marriage counseling. Uh, I'm all for like pre-marriage counseling. I think that's very helpful because an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. I'm really not with like the whole like. I don't respect a lot of people in that field, to be honest. They don't know what they're talking about a lot of the time. They have a feminine approach. They typically take the side of the woman, and they emphasize safety too much. Everything is about safety. It's not helpful. They don't understand attraction, in my experience. All right, let me see. Subi, did you mean to come up? Normally you don't. Yo, okay, she didn't mean to come up. Yeah, that's also true, Super. Like normally when they go, it's already over with. Cisco, what's going on?
Hello, how are you, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, man. This one is going to be a quick question only. So, this shorty already told me she really doesn't want a relationship and everything. Basically, she put me in the friend zone, and we weren't talking for a couple of period of time. Then recently, I started talking to her, and even I asked her, can I meet her? She told me, yeah, I can meet her, but should I do it? Is it worth it? Go and meeting her.
Um, how did you come across this young lady?
Uh, this one happened during my college years, back last year only. Then for certain period of time, after certain period of time, we weren't talking, and we started talking recently only. I called her, she answered the phone, we were talking can we meet her? And she also told yeah, sure, we can meet. But before that, I also tried for her. Then she kind of refused, that she doesn't want anything with me. Then I left her alone. Okay, and yeah, suddenly I had a thought to call her. Then we talked. The talk went well, and throughout the talk, I just was eager to ask can I come and meet you? Because she's working in another state and something like that. So she told okay, fine. But recently what I found is I texted her recently, and she hasn't responded. So I just like thinking whether I'm overthinking or I just like make another call or to meet her or something like that.
Have you called in before?
Yeah, I called her.
No, have you called into this show before?
Oh yeah,
Yes. What advice did I give you when you first called in?
yeah. I don't recall that much.
So you didn't apply it. So I doubt you're going to apply it this time, right? So like that's the annoying thing. It's like what I'm telling y'all is actually good things for you to do, and you need it. Whatever I told you, you need it. Fucking listen, you need it because you are coming from a very desperate place. I can hear it in your voice. Very desperate. You just told me this woman didn't respond to your text message, and now you're thinking about calling her. Like, did you get that text message? She got your text message. Of course she did. She don't want to answer it. In part because you probably didn't apply the advice I gave you last time, and I don't remember what it was. So you screwed the pooch on that one. Whatever it was, no, it was good. I could charge money for it. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Leave her alone. Okay, leave her alone. I don't know how you came across her. I don't know if you saw her on social media, but just leave her alone. She's not interested. She already told you she's not interested. So what you have to do is start working on becoming more generally attractive. I want to say that's what I told you before. You have to do whatever you can to become a bit more attractive. You're not an attractive person right now. You don't have a profile picture on your page. I can tell how you talk. You're not very confident. You're a little ballsy, which is good. You have that going for you. Keep that. But you have to become more attractive. All right? Not just physically, also internally. Okay? And I'm sure I told you how to accomplish that in the first call, which you have forgotten because you didn't apply it. But I'm saying it again. You cannot not be attractive at all and then try to get these women. It doesn't work that way. You have to have something about you that is attractive. It's not just I'm gonna go talk to her and then hopefully she likes me. There needs to be something to like. Do you understand? You kind of have to understand how this stuff works, even just a little bit, so that you can start getting some results. So if you want a coaching call, you can get a coaching call, right? Hopefully, maybe spending some money will actually get you to like really integrate this stuff. But you have to, man. It's not going to change. So I want you to understand the reality that you're currently living is going to stay that way forever. And it's going to get worse the older you get until you really learn this shit. And it's possible for everyone because where there is a problem, there must be a solution. We live in a world of duality. If a problem exists, the solution must also exist. You are having a problem finding the solution. I have it, right? But it's going to take me really doing some surgery on you to kind of figure out where the gold is. How do we bring that attractive version of you out? Because right now, I can hear it in your voice. It's not there. If you talk to just about any woman, unless she's desperate herself, she's not going for it. I'm telling you. I'm commending you on the effort that you're making because you're at least not like some of these guys, incels out there who are not even trying. You're trying. So that same energy that's causing you to try, let's start leveraging it so you can start executing a bit better so you can get some results out here. Okay? And if you put in some effort, 6 months to a year from now, you can be in a completely different place. Completely different. But it's going to require you actually like putting effort into the right places. Okay?
Okay.
All right, brother. Best of luck to you.
Yeah.
All right. If you want your coaching call, 1 hour coaching call. This icon right here, hit that button below. Shoot me a message. I'll ask you about your situation. If I can help you, I will send you a link to book your call. I want to help guys like that, man. But it's frustrating. Normally people remember what I told them. He didn't, so that he didn't take it seriously. That's a problem with free advice. People don't respect it because it's free. They need skin in the game. They need to pay for it, so they take it seriously. All right. What else do we have?
Yo, what's up?
What's going on?
Yo,
Hmm?
oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Alright, so basically, I wanted to live it for 3 weeks. Okay, we broke up 2 months ago. And I didn't listen. Like, I was being desperate and shit, like, begging everything. And then I was like, shit, my fault. Like, I'm finna change. Like, it's kind of my bad and everything. And then she just left me on the living. It's like, what do I do in that situation?
Okay, so is this someone? How did you meet her?
School. We were talking for like 6 months.
Okay, and how old are you two?
17.
Okay, 17. You met her in school, talking for 6 months. All right. Why did y'all stop talking? Do you know?
I was like, I just didn't change. Like, I was being kind of stupid, like, following other girls, like, just, yeah, I
You were
was being
following other
stupid.
girls on like social media?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Did she bring that up to you?
yeah.
What'd she say?
I didn't change. Like, she was like, why are you doing all this? Like, you don't care about me. Like, you don't care how I feel. Like, calling me like a narcissist, like, all those things, everything. So I don't.
You can't leave it alone, man. There's nothing you can do.
So it's just over. Like, I can't
It
do nothing.
it might not be over, but it's like you can't force it. You know what I mean? Like you pretty much guarantee. Like, have you been messaging her since you've been left undelivered?
No, I left it.
Okay, that's good. I would treat it like it's done, and then if she comes back, you can entertain it. But like, there's nothing you can actively do. That's not. Women are kind of like cats, man. They're like cats a little bit. You can't force a cat to fuck with you. You gotta just like be fuck wittable. You know what I mean? And hope the cat comes back around, right? Has to change the heart. But you
So
can't.
what I'm finna do is just, like, don't do nothing. Don't even look at her stories, like, nothing.
Yeah,
Just,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't look at her stories or anything because that's also like women the age range that you're in probably pay attention to that a little bit more. They could tell that you're invested. If they see that you're stopping, you're not paying them any attention anymore. That may make her a bit curious. She may come back around. Not a guarantee, but I would move on with your life, talk to other women or girls in your situation, and then see what the future holds. But there's nothing you can literally do in this situation other than remove your attention.
okay, but what would you say, like, the percentage is? Like, is it kind of
Can't
good?
tell. I
Like, it's kind
can't tell
of.
you, man, because she could be a girl who's very mature for her age, and then like saw that you were playing in her face, so she was like standing 10 toes down and moving on. She's probably like that. Probably has a good father at home, right? A good mother, comes from a good home in general, and she's like, I have self respect. I see you not really someone I could depend on, so let me go ahead and get to stepping, right?
He sounds like he's British trying to hide the accent. Okay, I'm out, bro.
Right. So that's it. You say you have 2 parent household. Yeah. Yep. Y'all do know I'm not a genie, right? You can't come in this bitch and I'm not Will Smith, a blue Will Smith in this bitch. Hmm? Can't force her to fuck with you. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. You hit 2.0. Yeah, they think I could just work miracles out of this bitch. I can help for sure. I could do a little bit of magic. But it's a magic trick, motherfucker. It's not real magic. It's a trick. It's like that card really didn't disappear. It was a sleight of hand, baby. It was a sleight of hand. Y'all think I'm really out here parting the Red Sea and shit. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Okay. Chris Angel, that's a throwback. Mind Freak. You want that show, Mind Freak? Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
This is a quick question. I just needed to get your thoughts if this is a great idea. But I started talking to this guy and we went on a first date like 2 weeks ago, Saturday. And we're planning to go on the second date this Saturday. Anyways, he's like super stressed and like works a lot, so we don't really text a lot in between. But I wanted to give him like a small gift on the second date, like just like a stress free like a care package, but like to relieve his stress. But I was talking to my friends and they say that's a little bit too much for the second date. So I just wanted to have like your honest thoughts if that's a little bit too much.
How long have you known him? You said.
Probably like a month now. So we were talking for like 2 weeks before we went on our first date, which was 2 weeks ago. And then now, after around another 2 weeks, we're going on our second date on Saturday.
Gotcha. Okay, it's a little early, love. Your heart's
Okay,
in the
fair.
right place. Your heart's in the right place, but you got to pace it, right? Like you keep that generosity, but you got to pace it a little bit. It's too much for where you are right now. If you told me this was 3 months and y'all were very like emotionally connected, um, this would be a good thing. But it's a bit heavy handed right now.
Okay,
Okay,
valid.
pace.
Thank you.
Okay, how old are you two?
We're both 26.
26. Okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's. Do you like open up very easily?
Honestly, no. I feel
No.
like I'm pretty guarded. So I guess this is also a way for me to get used to like being like open and vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not used to like being open about like my feelings or
Okay.
anything or like letting guy or being very direct that I like someone.
Right.
And so I'm trying to like get out of my more like guarded
So
energy and try
this
to like be more open. Yeah.
so this gift is you trying to do things differently than how you've done it in the past.
Yes, and I guess the gift is like the best way I can think to express. I'm not saying like this gift is to like win him over to like make him give me more attention or anything. It's more so to like show like, oh, okay, I actually enjoy your company, and like this is just to show you. Well, one, to show you that like, yeah, I enjoy your company. I hope we continue this, but also to teach myself like, okay, these things are not scary, and you should get used to being more open or like being more expressive.
Okay. Yes, I agree with being more expressive. It's just your again, it's heavy handed. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Find a smaller version of that,
Okay.
right? So you got to pace it. Find a smaller version of that support and that expressiveness that you said, that will convey the same message without giving some sort of care package. You might be projecting
Okay.
yourself into this situation a little bit. Is that something that you would want if you was in this situation?
Honestly, that would probably freak me out.
Really
Like
interesting.
again, like I said, I'm not that open in general. So that's
So
another
what
reason
made
why I'm
you
asking
what
because I
what made
sorry.
you want to switch up now?
Um, wow, that's a good question. Um, I guess for me, I just want to have different dating experiences. And so I'm not necessarily like going on this date to like be like, oh yeah, he's definitely going to be like my boyfriend or long-term relationship. It's more so to get myself used to dating more openly. And I guess he's one of my first like test subjects, even though I am interested in him, but I am going on dates with other people as well. But yeah, I don't know. He just seems super stressed, and I thought it would be cute and like a great way to be open. But I also understand, like, I know if I received that, I would be scared, like, oh my god, this guy likes me too much. So
Right. How
yeah,
why
I'm
do you feel
confused.
like why do you feel like he's very stressed?
Oh, like he's that's something he's very open about, and that's also another reason why our second date is like 2 weeks later. He just works a lot, and honestly, that's completely valid. So yeah, we don't really get to speak. So I think that's another way of me to like, I guess, feel closer to him because we haven't really texted much in between like our first date, which honestly I prefer, but it's also like I just want him to know like I'm still here too. Like I don't want him to feel like stressed or forced to speak to me. Um but I also want to try to help alleviate his stress or for him to like have like a positive correlation like okay, like this girl's not giving me too much pressure but she understands like what I'm going through.
Okay, I get your thinking, but it's not necessary. Just you showing up on the date and
Okay.
being available is conveying the same thing that you're trying to convey with this care package. That's showing that
Okay.
you have understanding and that you are available. So, have you always been guarded relationally?
Yeah, I'd say for the most part. But it's like it's confusing to people, or people don't necessarily realize that because I'm pretty like bubbly and outgoing, like externally.
Hmm.
But when it comes to like deep relationships or like maintaining deep relationships, like it's very hard for me to like open up deeply. But I can open up like like externally easily.
Gotcha. So you don't let people in easily, and
Yes.
that's how you've always been when it comes to dealing with people romantically.
And also in friendships, like
Also in friendships.
it's just the way I am.
Okay. Okay. Has anyone ever like gotten access in a romantic context?
Um, yeah, I've had a boyfriend in the past. But even then that took like some time to like for him to see like the deeper or the inner me. Obviously we hit it off pretty immediately because again, like I'm pretty bubbly and friendly and I get along with most people.
Hmm.
And so what tends to happen is that like I attract a lot of like people, like friends or like relationships, and I'll like go on dates, I'll meet people, but it's like it doesn't move forward unless unless I also feel a connection with the other person.
Right.
So it's like I'm good at keeping people at a base length, but also
Right.
making them feel like warm and like invited.
Right.
Yeah,
Gotcha. So, how long ago was your last relationship?
probably like 3 years ago.
And
Yeah,
how
end of
long?
college,
How long did it last?
like a year.
And why did it end?
Cheating,
Who cheated?
he did.
You did. Okay. How'd you find out?
Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing, but I literally opened one of his drawers.
Hmm.
And that's because it was like my mini drawer where I would keep my things when I was at his place. And I literally found a red thong. That's how I found out.
Oh wow.
And honestly, when I found out, I didn't even confront him. I just left. Like, yeah. My friends knew though. I texted them. I was like, guys, look what I found.
So you just left and y'all never talked about it?
There's no need to talk about it. That was the proof I needed to see.
Okay. I'm with you.
Like,
I'm with
it
you.
is what it is.
Okay. And how soon did you start dating again after that?
I mean, I've been dating here and there, but after college, I moved to a different city. And so I was mostly focused on making friends. And so now I'm like actually trying to date seriously, but I haven't really been dating seriously since that last relationship.
Gotcha. Understood. Understood. What was it about him that got like your guards to drop, do you think?
Definitely new experience. Like I grew up in a like strict household, and so dating for the first time, like college was my first time dating. And he just seemed like he like had everything on paper, and so it was nice to like find a guy who one I found attractive, but also was like doing really well. And so I think that was it. It was just like my first encounter with a guy that I thought was like great on paper and who also liked me back. I don't think it was like really that deep.
Gotcha. So you didn't have like a lot of like dating experience. He just was like the best
Yeah.
option you came across at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. And you want like a relationship now though?
I mean, ideally, I want a relationship, but I'm not entering into like any of these dates thinking I want like wanting a long-term relationship for certain. I mostly just want to gain like dating experience, and if it ends up being long-term, that's great.
Okay. Okay. And there was nothing that triggered your desire to be a bit more open now.
There's actually a girl on TikTok that inspired me to be a bit more open,
Okay.
and so I'm just trying to like utilize her like tactics or like yeah, her knowledge.
Okay. Did she say to get a gift?
No.
Okay, so that was
Yeah, I
wrong.
did scroll through her page, didn't find anything about that. I scrolled through Reddit. Yeah.
How do you even know that you're guarded? Like, was that feedback that you were given, or are you just that self-aware?
I'm just super self-aware.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. All right. Well, I think that's a good thing that you're trying to be a bit more open. It just seems like your core issue is just a lack of experience. You haven't
Yeah.
experienced probably doing exactly what you were planning on doing, and then seeing that shift the dynamic a little bit, and then be like, "What the fuck happened?" Right? Um, but I think that you're directionally accurate You just have to pace things a bit better. Right.
Okay.
So like you could build up to
Okay.
that, but like just like I like looking at vulnerability as like an onion, right? Like you show the outward layers first, and then as time progresses and somebody earns access to your inner world, which they do so by consistency, just consistently
Okay.
seeing you and them being vulnerable themselves, you give them more and more access to your inner world, right? Progressively. That's
Okay.
how it should work, right? And then that's also like your investment as well, your emotional investment, your financial investment, any kind of investment increases over time as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it. Okay?
Awesome. Okay. Thank you.
No problem, love. You take care. All right. Might be a little avoidant. Might be a little avoidant. I saw some people disagreeing. They were like, no, give the gift. No, that's not how you play that. That's not how you do that at all. Shit gotta match up with where you are in the dating phase. It's too early for all of that. I would say the same thing if he called in. Some people they like the idea of shit. They don't look at what will happen if it happens. Like, oh, the idea that sounds good, sure, but let's think about it practically. What's going to happen after that happens, right? How's that going to impact the dynamic? First of all, it kind of puts her in the masculine position a little bit because now she's the pursuer. Polarity has been flipped, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So your presence is enough? At the beginning, sure. If they can do 3 weeks. Liam, I need you to stop looping on this shit, bro. You just have to move on. Like you trying to dissect that woman's psyche is not going to help you. Just move on. It's not that she doesn't like you. It is the fact that you ran her off by following other women on social media, bro. I mean, it's not complicated. Did you always wear that bracelet? Off and on. I need a bigger one. It's a little too dainty for me, but off and on. Off and on. I definitely don't think at the beginning, just from a polarity perspective, that the woman's investment should exceed the man's investment. That sounds pandering, I know it does, but it's just polarity, right? It makes you seem a little bit too eager. But there should be some investment. Should be some investment. I told you how I move. If by the third date I don't see any kind of investment, then it's a red flag to me. Just something small, man. Like the women, like, and by I've never had this happen either. Normally, every woman I've dated, they've had some sort of investment by the third date. So, like for example, let's say we go out to dinner and then like she gets the dessert. Not like I'm thinking of one specific example. I was dating an Ethiopian woman who is on TikTok. So hello if you're following me. And we went to an Ethiopian restaurant and there was like an ice cream spot right next door. She's got the ice cream. She's got the ice cream. That's it. Bring his bacon or cookies you made. Right. Well, it's a little shit. It's symbolic, right? It just shows investment. You don't want to. I don't like when they're in a position just take. Like I like there's some investment on the woman's behalf. It doesn't have to equate to the man, but it just shows like yes, I'm also in this. It'd be little things like you go out somewhere and they leave the tip, little small tip, you know? It's little stuff like that. Little stuff like that. But it shouldn't exceed the masculine. This is there's I'm oversimplifying it, but from a polarity perspective, it shouldn't exceed what the man is doing. Some men will not allow that. Right, but they still notice that you did it. I don't know. Anytime I've done that, it hasn't worked. What do you mean it hasn't worked? Are you thinking that you do that and it guarantees that he's going to stay invested? No, that's not what I'm saying. If he doesn't like you, he doesn't like you. He has to like you first, right? It's a little something, man. It's a little something. People clock when you ain't trying to give nothing. It's off-putting. Is a kiss enough? No, a kiss is not enough. That's why I hate like I shut shit like that down. I remember my ex, like she jokingly told me one time, she was like, if you do this, I'll give you some ass. I was like, hey, no, I'm not doing that. If you ever try to create some scenario where ass is payment for anything around here, that is mutually beneficial. You seen like people joke on social media like Valentine's Day come and a chick try to give you some ass for a gift? No, 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 no. Absolutely not. That ain't flying around here. What's your thoughts on long distance? It can work. It's hard. It is a challenge because it's unnatural. It's unnatural, so it's definitely a challenge, but it can work. The healthier you are, the more likely it will work. The less healthy you are, the less likely it's gonna work. It's like I tell people who are anxiously attached, that's not a dynamic you can really be in unless you're with someone who is securely attached. If you're anxious attached, it's gonna drive you crazy. It's preferred for avoidantly attached people. They love that shit. They love long distance relationships. It's the perfect dynamic for them. You need to toot that ass in the mall and get me a real gift. Right. Right. I'm used to getting like gifts romantically. I'm not used to that whole like I got you some socks for Valentine's Day. I ain't used to that shit. Cause I normally show out. Like people love when I give gifts because I get them shit that they didn't know they wanted typically. I was in long distance. I've experimented with it a few times. But one didn't go well. It was all right. It was cool. Had potential, but capacity wasn't there. The other one's to be determined. She doesn't. Hold on. She doesn't like you for real. She doesn't do anything. I agree with that. I like guys talk about signs of interest. Listen, the highest sign of interest you're gonna get from a woman ain't her fucking you, especially in 2026. That don't mean nothing anymore. A woman sleeping with you don't mean shit. It used to mean something back in the day. It used to mean something. It don't mean nothing now. That could just be like she was bored or she just wanted to get the validation, especially if you're an attractive guy. She wanted the validation of an attractive guy sleeping with her, right? It don't mean anything. It don't mean anything nowadays. It's but the highest interest you're gonna get from a woman is her spending money on you. If she spends money on you, she likes you for sure. Cause they don't open that pocketbook up often. If she spends some coins on you, yeah, this shit ain't casual. Might treat her pulling out the card. Right. Love that shit. That's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know. Ain't even got to be a lot. It don't even have to be a lot. Just them doing it at all is a sign of height. Because if they not fucking with you, they not spending no money on you. They're not spending nothing. It can yeah, they're not spending anything. They're not spending anything. So if you want a sign to look for, it's 100% like guaranteed if they spend money on you. And you can't ask either. Don't try to ask and be like, "Can you buy this?" They gotta do it willingly. Long distance isn't bad, guys. Just have to know how to do it right. I mean, it ain't great. Like I said, it's not natural. It's not ideal. It comes with very real challenges, man. Especially if you're someone who wants to see the person. It comes with really very real challenges. I don't think like I think it puts a lot of pressure or friction, added friction to the dynamic, um, that can break it easily. So with long distance, I'm more of a fan of speed, right? Like just once you enter into like relationship territory, speed is incredibly important. You got to close that gap, man. Y'all can't stay long distance forever. You can't. People will call in, they're like, they've been in long distance relationships for years. You can't do it, bro. You gotta. Anytime I've ever entertained somebody long distance, like I was about to say, you can ask them. I can't reveal their identity, so you can't ask them. But um, if you could hypothetically ask them, they would tell you, "Oh yeah, he came and saw me faster than I thought." I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get in, get out. I'm trying to get in, to test this shit out. I want to embody the experience as fast as humanly possible because this FaceTime and shit ain't real. FaceTime becomes real after you meet in person. FaceTime can build the connection after you actually meet in person. If you haven't met in person yet, FaceTime is just building a fantasy. I've been there, done that. I'm telling you what I know. Well, has a woman gifted you before? Well, my ex got me a lot of stuff. We were together for 8 years. So I just can't even remember, like clothes, all types of stuff. I remember my back was hurting in the bed that we had like a queen size bed, and she went and got a king size bed for us. You know? Um, a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's not what like it won't like. Yeah, I'm blanking on the specifics, but expensive things, sure. I go all in with gifts. I do too. Doing something right because I've seen that more consistently. Oh, them spending money? Yeah, same, bro. I'm trying to think of a woman that I've went on more than 3 dates with who has not spent anything, and I cannot think of any. Mm-mm. Yeah, I can't think of any. That would not work for me. Long distance wouldn't work for you. I understand. I get it. Bro, a guy who spends money on a girl he doesn't know well is just trying to fuck though. Okay, that's fair. What do you mean by test it out? Meaning you have to have an embodied experience. Meaning like you have to be there flesh to flesh. You have to see if you actually get along in person. Because talking on the phone and FaceTime is not real. It becomes real after you meet. After you meet, meeting is the foundation. And then like phone calls and FaceTime builds upon that foundation. Until you meet, you don't know if you like that person for real. You really don't know. It's different in person. It's a different vibe in person. You need each other's nervous systems to like intertwine, and that can only happen in person. You have to feel them. You can only feel them in person. An equally given relationship, I think both people should want to give each other things. Right. I don't think there's an equally given relationship. Polarity isn't at play there. But yes, you do have a relationship where both people are giving to it, sure. How long is the talking stage? Depends on the person. Depends on the person. Some people do things, they're like, they date and they get exclusive and they get into a relationship. I don't move that way. I'm like, I start exclusive. It's not really a conversation with me. I start now. That's how I move now. Hasn't always been how I move. I start that way. I'm like, okay, I'm not dating anybody else, and then it's just relationship. I'm not dating anyone who is wanting to play the field. I'm not interested, honestly. Partially because when you date multiple people, you normally are fucking multiple people. People act like they're not, but it's like, who do you think you're talking to? Wasn't born yesterday. So, yuck. Not interested in that, personally. What's your worst dating experience? I've had a few. I've had a few bad. Been catfished once. Not like it was a she had a different identity. It was more so like she stacked filters. I don't know if that's a thing. Filter stacking. If it is, she did it. She was slapping some filters together. The motherfuckers did the fusion dance, and Shorty showed up with a whole different complexion at the bowling alley. She got out the car and walked toward me. I didn't recognize her. She called my name. So you're Marquette, right? I was like, well, yes, stranger. Who are you? Stranger who I've never seen before. How did you know my name? Are you psychic? What are the lottery numbers? Let me write that down. You must be psychic because Marquette that's hell of a guess. That's not a common name. So if you're guessing my name like that, then you must be psychic because I've not seen you before with the acne on your face. I think we would have been on a date. So what are the lottery picks? Give it to me. I'm ready. What are the lottery picks? Give them to me. What's the Powerball number? I need that. I need that ASAP. Turns out it was Shorty I matched with on an app. Yay. And you could tell she was walking up to me. She was like kind of like nervous. But I think part of her nerves was like, one, this is the first date, but then two, he's seeing me for the first time. And I was like, yuck. That's not what I signed up for. We don't even look right together, to be honest with you. This won't even look right. So we went to the bowling alley, and I told this story before, but went to the bowling alley. There was like sections. So like one section was like well lit, and there was a lot of people over there having a grand old time. And there was another section that was secluded. Not many people there. Dark, empty, could barely see. And the guy who was giving us our shoes, he was like, which place do y'all want to bowl at? And she was like, over there. She pointed to the place where there was a whole bunch of people. And I said, not so fast, honey. What's that dark area over there where you can't see anything? And the people who are in there, you won't be able to make out their faces. How do I get access to that spot? He was like, that's $40 extra. That's the VIP area. It's $40 extra. I said, throw that bitch in the bag. Throw it in the bag. She was like, are you sure? I said, I'm positive. Young man, I am positive. Let's go in there and have a good time. She was cool, though. She was cool. She was good personality. Thank God. Had to have something. But, boy. Then at the end of the day, I walked her back to her car, and then I was like, whoa. It's a little early for me, to be honest with you. I'm shy. I'm a little shy. Maybe next time. Put those away. Gotta push lips back in there. So put those away. Next time we can go that route, but not tonight. I'm pooped. Bowling just took a lot out of me, to be honest with you. Exhausted and tired. You do. Go to sleep. Oh, you can sleep in my bed. Nah, it's not gonna work. I sleep like a starfish. I just spread out. You got a queen? Twin? Yeah. I spread out like a starfish, like Patrick Star. Just spread out like this. It's gonna knock you off that bitch. I don't wanna do that to you in your spot. So I'm gonna go back to mine. You take care. OGs are probably laughing because this is my third or fourth time telling the story, and I tell it a different way every time. All right, let's see. Let me see. At least you stayed. Right. Right. Yeah, I stayed. It just happened more than once, by the way. Why do you think I'm so anti dating app? This happened more than one time. This was the worst time, though. There was been other times. There was just a weight difference, though. I was like, oh, that picture was old, wasn't it? That picture of you at the gym and drinking the green smoothies. That season has passed, huh? When the last time you had a green smoothie? 2021. I thought, yeah, it's been a minute. I love to say my stomach hurt. Maya's funny as shit. So, listen. Someone try to kiss you, that you say your stomach hurts? Is that what you say? Your stomach hurt. I'm just imagining somebody saying that when you try to, like, what the fuck that has to do with your lips? You grab your stomach. Oh, my stomach hurt. Oh, my stomach hurt. I couldn't possibly kiss you right now. My stomach. Oof. Mm. What did I eat? When you say she was cool, what are you really saying? She was cool. She had a good personality. Yeah, she had a good personality. And what if she had a California king bed? I would have started running. I was like, just dipped out, ran to my car. Do men pull away for a bit when they develop feelings? They can. Depends on the man and his attachment style. And the other day after that, like that same woman? No. Mm-mm. Nope. Ever been fully catfished by a totally different person though? In high school. What's her name? Nicole. Blasian. Bad in the motherfucker. Or whoever's picture she stole was bad in the bitch. I used to be like, why does Nicole never want to talk on the phone? She seems to want to talk on MySpace a lot, but she never wants to get on the actual phone. Shorty actually messaged me, I think either on MySpace or she emailed me or some shit like that. Like a decade later. Like, I hope you're well. Scram. Get out of here. Who are you really? That shit's scary to know that you were talking to somebody and it wasn't really them. It's like, well, who are you? It's like, you know, looking around. Who could you be? Is it my neighbor? There was a chick in this live. Mm-hmm. Used to come in here flirting all the time. Bad little thing. Right? Catfish. Stole somebody's pictures. I found the real Instagram. Somebody retweeted something on Twitter, and I was like, that's Shorty from... And I clicked on it. Hella followers. I said, oh, no. The one that I know don't have followers like that. Catfish. Had a whole fake life. Used to come on lives and tell us this story about their fake life. How men are so attracted to them and misreads them all the time. And people are unhinged out here. Be careful with this digital shit. Be careful with this digital shit. Yeah, she was blazing. I was like Ash Ketchum in this bitch. I ain't seen one of them. That's a rare Pokemon. Threw that ball at him. It's catfish. Not Pokemon used to be. It's a Squirtle. It's like, it's catfish. Wasn't real. Broke my heart. But you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Now the AI photos, yeah, people got AI photos now. Yep. Pulled out the luxury ball for that kind of pressure. Facts. Facts. You gotta like you can do digital, but like it's you gotta just be discerning, right? Like if you go on someone's TikTok page and they don't have any, you gotta go on TikTok and then see if they got the IG. You gotta look at the same username and then see if it's on IG. If it's on IG, golden. Golden. If you go to their page and it's just pictures on TikTok, or if it's a video and you can see like another TikTok handle in the video, like it's just don't do it. Just don't do it. I called someone out for the AI photos and they got mad and told me I'm gonna never get a husband. Was this a man or a woman? You can search the username and the original profile sometimes pop up. You'll be surprised. You reverse image search. There was a woman again on a dating app. There was a woman on a dating app who I matched with. A little thick something. Something said, do some research on this one. Reason why is because she wasn't verified. So I reverse image searched OF account. Saw her on Twitter gobbling meat. Gobbling meat up. Huh? Gobbling meat up. I said, now that's a lot of meat you're eating. I don't think you're eating, you're on a fucking Atkins diet or some shit. That's a lot. You're taking a lot in. I said, well, unmatch. I thought about it first. I was like, well, I would like mine to be, nope, unmatch. I get out of there. That's something you actually have to contend with nowadays. Someone that got like an OF pass. I done seen some women launched an OF, it failed, or they had to change their heart. One of the two. Normally they had to change their heart because it failed. And they're in whole relationships now. And the man who they're dating, possibly, is none the wiser. That shorty had a whole OF account. I know women on TikTok right now. Whole OF account. I remember. Because I clicked that link in that bio. And I seen the link. Now they try to rewrite history and leak they past. And not only exist on Reddit. How can I have a girl take me out on a fun date? How can I have a girl take me out on a fun date? Very flirty, talks future, and get ghosted. I need more context, brother. Yeah, they probably know and don't care. I don't see how you could not care though. That shit's weird to me. Like, there's levels to it. It's like, okay, if it was like solo, I get it a little bit. I wouldn't do it, but I get it. If it was like with people, I'm all the way good on that. Because she's taking you out. Y'all never had a woman take y'all out before? I've been taken out. Walk to the car. You gonna open my door too? No, I've never been taken out as a first date. Again, it's about like that whole like invest. Like women typically will pay for like the third date or something like that, third or fourth date, something like that. Definitely not for the first one. The first one, that's like, what are we doing? I feel like I'm supposed to wear a thong now. Like, am I supposed to wear a thong right now? Should I put on heels for this? I did not. I didn't even shave my legs. Would you? Would you what? What do you mean? Macy. I be trying, but they never let me pay unless he's a lame. Like you be trying to what? Like pay for the first date or? I've never had the first date paid. Well, technically one time, but the context is different. I was seeing somebody long distance, and when I got there, they paid for the first time we went out. But then I paid for everything else. So that one doesn't count. That doesn't count. That was just the context of it. I mean, like, usually someone in your city, right? Like, that's never, no, I never experienced that. To pay only if we've been dating for a while, like this guy I told you about. Okay. Yeah, if you've been dating for a while, that's fine. I'm going to let you pay. I don't get guys like that. No, I'm going to pay. No, you can pay. Absolutely. I'll let you pay. For sure. You know how them loser baby daddies be behind their baby mom? And she buying them like a PS5 or some shit and they just hugging up on her? That's how I'm gonna be when you pay for our Chick-fil-A or some shit. Be hugging up on you. Thank you, babe. I enjoyed my food with the Chick-fil-A sauce. Yeah, hugging her from behind the register, right? Great chemistry. She told me to text her the next day after trying to plan a second date. She was going. I mean, how'd you meet her, Austin? How'd y'all meet? I want to say dating app, probably. Sound like a dating app situation. Quick little snip test. Yep, Hinge. There we go. She could have just matched with somebody else, man. When it's dating apps, you gotta always understand you're in competition. Her exact type could have matched with her the night of the date. And now he has all her attention. Now he has all her attention. So, yeah. She had like 300 likes in 2 days. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Probably got another Chad and slid up in there. I'm embarrassed of some of my old dating stories. You should share some, Hannah. Share some old dating stories. I have quite a few. Not any bad ones for real, except for like the catfish situation. When I think of bad dates, it's always like the woman doesn't ask any questions. And I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like, I'll carry the conversation. I'm pretty good at it, but I don't like doing it. Because it's like, why do you not have the skill set to ping pong this shit back at me? Eva's here. Most recently, this guy punched in the arm like I was his bro. And the day after that, he punched you in the arm? Yeah, you did the right thing. Okay, Hannah, I'm gonna have to miss that then. I'm about to scroll back up. I hate that. I be yapping away. Right. So I don't like that. It's annoying to me. Like I know when I'm out of it because I'll look to the side like I'm looking at the office cameras. Like, well, this is how this is going. That's how I know I've mentally clocked out. I said, hold on, who you getting all caps with? You better relax. Better relax, Hannah Banana. What's gotten into you? I said I dated a brokey and I felt bad, so I used to pass him my card on our dates. Oh, my ex used to do that with me. Not for being broke. No, not for being broke. She sometimes wanted to treat, but she felt like she didn't want to be the one to look like she was paying. And I'm like, ain't no problem, ain't no thing, chicken wing. Go ahead, go ahead, give me that shit underneath the table. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Hand that right to the waiter. Mm-hmm. Hand that right to the waiter. Don't think twice about it either. I don't know why guys get weird over shit like that. Chris crawl. Right. What we doing? Yeah, go ahead and slide me that card real quick. Because I know how many bills I pay in the household. So go ahead and slide that thing over. You got the money. You ain't paying for shit. You definitely got the money. I was like, oh no, he ain't got no money. Right. I don't see how you go on dates with no money though. He was knocking on the door like, hey baby, you good? What are you talking about, Hannah? I'm confused. Maybe I missed something. Now I'll scroll up. Oh, you got diarrhea on the first date? Oh no. That's tough. I've never had diarrhea on the first date. I have blown up Shorty's bathroom before though. Real quick, in and out. I got there, I said, ooh. You get like the sensation in your stomach and you know what's going down. Ah, this is poor timing. Where your bathroom? You go there, it's the second door on the left. Alright. It's an emergency, you trying to get the instructions right. You said the second door, right? Yeah, this is a closet. I was like, no, it's the third one. Alright, bitch, you need to be way more clear when you give them directions. I almost shit on your coat. Alright, so yeah, it was real quick though. In and out. In and out. You got the lock in the face real quick. Alright. We're gonna open up and close up real quick. I don't think she ever knew. Got a courtesy flush. See, the courtesy flush works, but it's also a dead giveaway. And you also can't run water either because it's like dead giveaway, right? So fortunately, it wasn't an emergency. I wasn't in the Hannah situation. Hannah in there filling up the circumference. Still searching for a man. Why are you updating us? You said that in such a defeated tone. Oh, I'm still searching. Haven't found him yet. But I was in and out, baby. I said, okay. I thought this was going to be worse. I even hate peeing loud. Yeah, it makes you like self-conscious, right? Like, they can hear me doing this, and I don't like it. This feels very exposing. I used to talk to this woman I was talking to on FaceTime. She would go to the bathroom. She would mute the FaceTime. I said, no, let me hear that stream. Let me hear that stream. And I would fuck with her like she forgot to mute it. I'm like, you know you forgot to mute, right? 'Cause I heard that stream. Strong stream. Strong stream. No, I'll let you hear mine. I don't care. When she asked if she can hold it while you go, never happened to me, actually. Now I think about it. I feel like I'm being deprived. I'll let you hear it and then start rapping Lil Wayne Fireman while I piss. Just to match the theme. It's got to be, thematic with the shit. You feel me? Intentional. Ever worth trying to go back in a few days? Other woman I was with would be obsessed with me. What do you mean worth trying? Why? Like, try what? She ghosted you? What are you going to try? Leave her alone, bro. Leave her alone, man. Just go ahead and. It all sounds like you might need a validation a little bit. I tried to hold a curved one that was too much. Okay. CC, I think you're still ovulating. I didn't know what you were talking about at first, but you tried to hold a curved one. You will only know it was curved if he was excited. And curved ain't. It's not curved when it's flaccid. You also can't really pee when it's lifted either. What was the contest? When it's up, you can't really pee. You gotta like lean. You gotta lean with it. Rock with it. You gotta lean with the rock. You gotta piss at an angle. You gotta piss. What's it called? I forgot what the name was. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, you gotta put one leg up. He was gonna add rock with it. You don't know me, Maya. You don't know my life. You need a strategy when you got that wood on you. You gotta pee. It don't come out like normal. CC be trying to drop y'all little hints real quick. I'm trying to drop y'all some hints low key in the chat. CC, you had anybody shoot at you yet from the chat? We haven't had a lot of callers tonight for some reason. Oh, okay. We did have people in the queue. My apologies. Apologies. Let's see if Shorty connects. G Street 321. She's probably not going to. Oh yeah, CC been posting. She fishing. She fishing. I know what's going on. It's hot outside. She in Cali. She done lost some weight. I ain't mad at her. So the body is bodying. I'm losing weight and feeling great. She's also a rapper now, apparently. How many people are watching on YouTube? They're probably like, he doesn't have any callers. This is 6. Okay. Never mind. They seem to be engaged. Lose weight and feeling great. How much more weight you gonna lose, CC? Dr. Seuss over here. Better bars than Kendrick, if you ask me. How do you determine if a person is avoiding the dating phase? You can't. You can infer based on their dating history. But you're not gonna really know if they're avoiding or not for sure until their attachment systems activate, which takes around 2-3 months. You have to become emotionally significant to them for them to even behave like an avoidant. Remember, avoidant people are avoidant towards people who they care about. If they don't care about you, they're probably not going to be avoidant. If you're not emotionally significant to them, they're likely not going to be avoidant. I don't trust the men trying to holler at me in TikTok. Is that something I should work on? Why don't you trust them? Depends. If they're asking you for money or something like that, no. But yeah, they seem like they're real and they're near you. You can see. What's your advice on cold approach? Also, how to handle when a girl is texting back but not meeting. If she's not meeting, I would just nest her. After you hooked up. Oh, I need more context. How long ago did you hook up? She could be creating distance to regulate. Some women get weird after they sleep with you. They need time to, not weird like being weird, but they just act differently. They need time to regulate a little bit. No money when they give the WhatsApp number, I block them. Yeah, the WhatsApp number is a tell. I wouldn't pay attention to that. And was it whack? Well, if it was whack, you can't really tell. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if it was whack, she likely wouldn't be talking to him still. But sometimes it could be whack and they'll still fuck with you because they like you so much. So, mm, mm, mm. WhatsApp ain't always a red flag though. I was talking to this chick in Germany just for the plot. Bad one too. A while back. Just want to see what she was talking about. You know. Just want to see what she was talking about. But my good golly gee, was she beautiful. Some of them foreign, that's what they use. You know? That or Telegram. Mark, what's up with Grease Bay? He was just it's a client of mine. He was just messaging me. I gotta respond. I'm glad you said so. I gotta respond back to him. Let me see what he said. Hold on. I'm not signed in on my fucking iPad. Okay, 8, 6. All right, let me see. Let me see what he said. He probably like, hey, coach, I just got some cheeks. What? I just did this. What's going on? Don't allow. Okay. Don't allow. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Okay. Oh, he's making progress. All right. Good. My man. Um, the one in Greece right now is he's a tall white dude. But he's also foreign. He's not from Greece. Where is he from? I don't like the Netherlands or some shit. I don't know. Gotcha. Just keeping it cool. We hooked up twice. I think in the big city, so options just her roster. Possibly, man. Hook up twice. I mean, 2, 3 times where you normally get the lock in. But yeah, if she's just out here for the streets, then who took your profile picture? Too loud, Macy. Got unblocked after 2 months and a bit. What does that usually mean? Got unblocked after 2 months. I mean, it can mean a variety of things, man. Are you interested in trying to reconnect with the person? If so, just shoot the test. That profile picture actually used to be like my primary photo on Hinge when I was active on Hinge. Love that one. Yeah, just hit Shorty up. Exactly. Yeah, if you want to reestablish some connection, just hit Shorty up. For sure. All right, what kind of last minute questions do we have? Since this is a light call show. What other last minute questions do we have? I need to eat something. Hey, I'm stuck on the guy. Okay, got a question with that? So we might be cousins, maybe. Can't detach. How can I? You have to stop investing energy in that situation. You gotta stop investing energy into that situation. So you're not gonna move on if you're still like following them on social media, watching their stories, reading past conversations, looking at pictures, all that kind of stuff. You gotta dead all that. You gotta dead all that. Also, someone on Twitter was like, "Act like they died. It really helps." I can see the point. Right. Super just said act like they don't exist. Right. Danny's calling in. What's up, D Money?
Wait. No, I think I literally just tapped this on accident when I was moving
Really?
my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Want me to take you down?
But I wasn't looking at the phone itself, so I guess it's possible. People do it all the time.
All right. First time for
And
everything.
it-
First time for everything. Want me to take you down?
I can hang out for a bit.
Cool. What you got going
There's
on?
some voice left today.
What you got going on, man?
Nothing much. Preparing some of my articles that I'm writing on Substack. Just getting some drafts done, but outside of that, just listening, seeing what people are calling in for. Yeah, so I'm going to talk shit.
How many articles do you have ready, locked and loaded?
Nothing locked and loaded yet. Cleaning up the spelling and such. Just getting my ideas on paper and then tidying them up and making them content presentable. I was reading some of the other articles on Substack and getting a feel for what kind of attracts people. The content there. It's definitely different from TikTok, but it still has its own kind of emotional niches
Right.
that appeal to the people. So,
You thought about how you're gonna get traffic to it?
outside of consistent posting, I'll probably share on Instagram and TikTok as I post them too. But it seems like I just need to be posting consistently, connecting with other content creators in the same niches. Whether it's engaging with their content or
Right.
similar content.
Right.
You know, imagine kind of the same as you would build Instagram or TikTok.
Okay. So you mean like posting frequently on Substack organically gains you a following?
A bit of that. They do have the notes now, which is kind of like Twitter or Threads. That, from what I've researched, they recommend you engage with pretty heavily. That's where you get a lot of people's attention, and then they click on your profile, they click on your articles and such.
Right.
Then they'll choose to read through it or subscribe, and that's how you kind of work it. But I'm still doing research on that front. There's still a bit for me to learn, so.
Yeah, I've not seen anyone grow just from Substack alone. Normally, there's like another
Yeah.
platform they use that they already have some traction on. They just drive traffic from that to Substack. Normally, that's Twitter. It's hard to grow on a platform that's not somewhat connected to. Like, give you an example, right? So, like when I sell what I have, my services I have. When I do these lives are like a free sample of coaching. So the thing that I pitch here is coaching, right? If I pitch my course here, it's not going to get many conversions because this doesn't feel like a course. This feels like coaching. So it's more native to
Gotcha.
pitch coaching. Now, when I make YouTube videos, I can pitch the course because a YouTube video feels like a module of the course. So it's, you know, it's hard to get on like a video based platform and then pitch them to read something because they're on TikTok. They probably don't want to read,
That's a good point.
right? If they really fuck with you, like if you have like people from this live, like obviously will probably read it just because they know you, but you can't optimize around people who know you already. You have to optimize around people who don't know you exist and who
Right.
discover you.
That's a good point. So I should probably engage more on other writing platforms, pull people in that way.
Yeah, writers could be a medium. I would dominate writing platforms. You should be spending time on Twitter, Threads, places like that. That's going to more naturally segue to another text-based platform. Like when I was trying to, I built my email list has a significant amount of people on it, but not many customers because people don't want to read because they discover me through video. I've worked as a writer for years. Like I get in my writing bag. I was a copywriter for years, freelancer.
Hey,
But it's like that's not my preferred medium. My preferred medium is talking. That's where my competitive edge is. I can't compete with people who like really get into that writing bag like that. It's just not. It's not gonna work.
okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And that'd be the wise approach to this. Okay.
Yep, it's gonna be a grind. Be prepared for that. It's gonna be a grind. This shit ain't easy. Understand? My following. You got like really think about this. I have what 240K, just shy of 240K followers, right? I've been doing this for a little over a year. I grew my TikTok to 134K from skits. It's comedy, right? So I've really only gained like 100,000 followers in the dating and relationship niche, even though I've been doing it for over a year. And I've gone viral. I've gone viral hella times. I go viral every week almost. Still only 100K. Shit is a grind. It's a grind. It's even more so a grind if you're writing. So be prepared for that. You be prepared to not get any results for like 3 or so years. If you still want to do it after knowing that, then you should do it. But don't think, oh, I'm gonna write a couple of articles and then in 3 or 4 months, shit gonna be booming because you were gonna be very disappointed.
That's fair. Yeah, especially knowing that this is like a reading domain. That's not a very popular niche for most people these days. So it's I already know it's really hard just doing it on a video platform
Right.
where people are consuming that kind of content more regularly.
The good news is on text-based platforms, conversions are easier because people tend to convert more when they put more effort in. So they're not putting much effort into watching the video. They're just passively consuming. To read, they're putting effort. So if they're putting that amount of effort in, it's more likely they will convert on the back end. Right? Like people convert more so on this live for me than they do anywhere else. I still get, customers through organic content and stuff like that. This live converts more than anything else. So, yeah, so that's the advantage. So you may not need as many eyeballs as I do, considering that I'm a video-based platform. But like I said, this shit is a grind. So be prepared for that. I would not try to be perfectionistic with this shit because you're probably not going to make a good article until you get 100 bad ones out.
Gotcha. That's a really good point too. I'm not trying to write the same way I'm writing with my papers. And I'll probably cut down a lot too. A lot of it's cutting because I could be a bit of a yapper when I write.
Yeah,
So
man. It's like there was a study done where they I forgot who conducted the study. They took this woodshop class and they divided it in half. And they had one side of the class try to make the perfect birdhouse. They say your job is to you have all semester to make the most perfect birdhouse that you can. The other side of the class, they said your goal is to just make as many birdhouses as you can. But the surprising part of that study was the side of the class that made the most perfect birdhouses were the ones who made a lot of them. Not the side of the class that, was trying to make the most perfect one, right? Volume is the game, right? So you do a lot. But you do try to improve as you're doing a lot, but you need to do volume is king. You just gotta do the shit a lot.
gotcha. Okay.
All right.
That makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But it'd probably be wise for me to just push out just small, even short form articles, even if they're just like 500 something words, just some brevity that clearly explains my point, and refine it as I go. Just getting as many of them done as possible.
Right.
There's plenty to talk to about on the subject, so it's not like there's a lack of content to be produced on it. So, okay.
You got this, big dog.
Appreciate it. Awesome. Well, I'll let you get back to the shareholders. I know they're expecting dividends on Mark After Dark.
Right. I'll take you down. All right, Chief. We'll talk soon.
Talk soon.
Coach, you ever think about doing business coaching? I did marketing strategy. I like what I do now better. It's more fun for me and it's more meaningful. Not very financially motivated. Well, you'll never see me doing something just for money. Like I've had people tell me like, I should do like live battles. I know you can make a bag on that, but I would just be doing it for the money. Can't do it. Had someone close to me also tell me to do matchmaking. And I've considered that. We tried it before. We tested it before on this live. It was a shit show. Complete shit show. But the reason why I was testing that is because it's something that I thought would be fun to do on TikTok. A lot of battles feel like tap dancing. Yeah, man. It feels like I'm on a street corner. You know what I mean? Doing a fucking robot in the bitch. Thank you, man, for the 20 cent. I'm not doing that. All the way good. All the way good. And that. Can't do it. But little like matchmaking where it's like you just have like a lineup of fine shit and then somebody comes up. That seems like it would be fun. It lends itself to my personality. I can joke a lot there. That would be fun. It's just, do I want to build that? Because when we tried to do it here before, it was like, oh, that's something you have to build. You can't just do it and then it just works. It's like, no, you have to keep doing it and then like organically build it. And it's like, do I really want to do that? Signs of break is coming up. I mean, if you're asking the question, it's probably coming. Winter is coming. Match the mods? No. No, CC. No. Telling CC no, I'm imagining a dog like humping a teddy bear. No, CC. No. Stop humping that teddy bear. Are you accepting any more calls? No, I'm about to get off actually. To be honest with you, bit tired. Found some good candidates for jobs I was recruiting for and matchmaking lives because people talk careers. Okay. I've never actually like sat through a matchmaking live. A lot of those people are up there for attention. They're not up there to really like match with somebody. Read the Almanac of Novel. What did you think about it? You read the Almanac of Novel, then it's like you're like one of 10 black people who probably read that book. He's not a very known figure in our community. But you always got recommendations. It depends on what you're looking for. A 1,000 out of 10. It has a lot of game in it, don't it? A lot of game in it. I be trying to tell people, man. I went on one once. Oh, you went on one, Maya, for real? Like seriously? I don't really have any recommendations better than that though. Book wise, that's like one of my top ones. I'm looking right now in my library. Uh, mm-mm. Not nothing that's on that's like equates that one. Principles by Ray Dalio is good. It's decent. Yeah, I would have to like tailor it to you. I like to read anything by Thomas Sowell as well. He's like a black Republican, but I like how he thinks. He thinks in a way that's very sharp. But people don't like that he's a black Republican. But I don't care what your political beliefs are. He is a very smart person. So really anything by Thomas Sowell as well, just to see how he thinks about things. That's what I'm interested in. How are you thinking? What can I take from your thought process? Not your conclusions, but your thought process. Don't judge me. I passed by a polarized live today and pushed their buttons. What do you mean a polarized live? Maya, what do you mean the chat was trying to bully you? Like in the matchmaking live? I remember when Ace used to do them, and then next thing I know, he was on Love Island. Nice. Nice. Yes, they said I look 40 and kept trying to say what men I should have matched with. You don't look 40. You know, I would tell you. You don't look 40. You look your age. Guys be trying to like humble. It's not even just pretty women. It's like people will try to humble anyone who seems to be like kind of confident. But it's all projection. I made a video that was like I was talking about my clients who were attractive guys. And I was like, attractive guys go through this issue. And so many anonymous accounts were like, how would you know? But they're anonymous accounts, right? So you know it's an ugly person behind the screen. Just now they're looking for their opportunity to make someone else feel the way they felt their whole lives. It's just you gotta ignore people like that. There was one woman though I had to clap back on though in that same post because she had laughed about it. And what did I say to her? I went to her page and she did not have much hair. She had very short hair, but it didn't look good. It didn't look good. And I was like, not you too, love. You bald like me. We supposed to be on the same team. We supposed to support one another. She did not like that. She didn't like that one. I can't help myself sometimes, man. Yeah, I'll give you a quick list, Jams. Let me like build one. I do like talking books, although I'm not that big of a reader these days. In terms of like I like to read old shit. A lot of the new books are repetitive. They're just regurgitate because again, I've said this before. A lot of the new books are like people just trying to get clients or get more speaking engagements. So the book is just a stepping stone to reach those other goals. Their goal is not to write a really good book that is informing people. So I just avoid almost all new shit. It's just all bullshit. The old stuff though, normally is heat. Normally the old stuff is heat. Because they wrote the material with good intentions. You look at something like Meditations by some man's name. I had it and I just completely lost it. Who wrote Meditation? Somebody help me out. The Stoic guy. Marcus Aurelius, since nobody knew the name in the chat. He wrote that. That was just his journal to himself. He didn't write that for mass consumption, which is why it's fire, because he wrote it for himself, right? So you want to really stand out, read old shit that's written with the right intentions. Don't read this new shit that's just marketing. It's just all marketing. I was at Barnes & Noble looking around at books. I'm like, all this shit is just marketing, man. Sorry, we not like you, coach. What you mean? Oh, it's the Marcus Aurelius thing? It's all marketing, man. All of it's marketing. It's all marketing. None of the shit is good. Anyway. We're going to call it, 11:04. I'm definitely going to call it. If you're new here, make sure to follow. I'll be live again tomorrow at noon Eastern time. I might be live this weekend because I'll go to Miami Saturday for the speech. So I might not be on live this weekend. We'll see. I might do one at a weird time, so just keep your eye out for it. Also, if you want your 1 hour coaching call, you know what to do. This icon right here, hit the button at the bottom of the screen. Shoot me a message. I'll ask you about your situation. If I can help, I will send you a link to book your call. Remember, people, I'm serious. Prices go up at the end of the month. That's for the hour coaching call and for the implementation package. Prices on both go up at the end of the month. All right, so don't wait on that. All right, appreciate the mods, appreciate the chat. I will see you all tomorrow. Y'all take care. All right, YouTube.